That's a tough one. Everybody in the comments, I see your jokes.
Does that mean
It's
we
Pat's
lied?
fault.
Blame me.
It's
Blame
Pat's
Pat. It's Pat's fault. Can't do the show without Pat. Cue the intro.
It's ownership right there. You see that?
Love y'all in the comments. I'm not gonna lie. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. We got the squad in the building. Mr. P Kid in the building. Of course, we got the producer section back there with the super producer Joel Holt.
What's happening, everybody?
And guest.
Calvin.
Didn't even know names.
I had to hit him with the rest. When you on camera with a mic for the first time, you just the rest. Right
Just,
now,
wow.
You know what I mean? Shout out, Cal. Shout out, Cal.
Don't feel bad. When I first came on the show, he was like,
You just called me Stat Man. Don't feel bad,
We
bro.
also got Jay Clem, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, formerly known as Ringo J. Stefan the Don. He covered up his
lick your
mouth
lips,
with
man.
the fingers so that he didn't have to. Y'all know he did it. Y'all know what he did. Hey, man, listen.
Is Pat's mic on?
Yeah.
Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Listen,
Wow. What's up?
I'm going to tell you this right now. They can hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fact.
I know that they can hear me, so I'm not too worried about that. No, listen, it is a interesting day around the Chicago Bears right now because apparently we're going to hire a defensive senior assistant.
Senior analyst.
Senior analyst, senior assistant, senior.
El Senor. Oh, sorry.
What does it mean? What does that mean, dog? Basically, what I believe it means is that the Chicago Bears are looking to bring in somebody who's going to help Flus game plan. Literally, he said, doesn't have to be there during the week. Doesn't have to. No, so like doesn't have to be in the building
On vacation.
right? So hop on a Zoom call. Like this man is getting to work COVID style. You know what I mean? He's working from home out here, but he's basically just game planning, look at what the other teams are. I think Flus just is basically saying, listen, I don't mind being the DC, but I do need some help. I lost a major defensive coach in the building. Do you like that? I will say this. Do you like that he's admitting that he needs help scheming for these defenses, basically saying, yeah, I'll be able to call it on the field. I'm still going to handle the DC job. But at the same time, there's a lot that goes into planning for a game. I can't do this one man short. I know. Putting the fridge there is terrifying. That was Joel's idea.
So do we get to blame whoever we get to?
No, it's still on Flus. He's still calling the plays. You know what I mean?
But that's the scapegoat, though, right?
I don't think so.
It's not a
depends on who you
bring
because
in.
he's getting somebody right who's basically just.
He lost his defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
There's no more, if he's the head coach, his job is to oversee the entire team. So offensive coordinator is his job, and he has to scheme for everything. Now, Eberflus can definitely call plays, right? But it's another role that I think he just needs the assistance, especially with losing. Even if Alan Williams didn't call plays, he's the guy that would help coordinate getting that stuff together.
No, facts. So I'm all for it. I like the idea of it. I think the question is who. So I do have a couple of names that I think instantly popped into my mind. Here's my favorite part. Hold on, let me pull up Courtney Cronin's tweet here real quick because there's a part of this that the first thing that I thought when he explained the kind of guy that he was looking for, there's only one name that popped into my mind, right? So basically, there's no timetable for the hiring, but He's looking for a person who will be a senior defensive analyst to focus on advanced scouting for Chicago's future opponents. Bonus, if they know Eberflus's defense already, could be in the building, could also work remotely. Rod Marinelli, who hired Flus the first time, not a candidate on this. So somebody who knows the 4-3 defense inside and out, who knows the ins and outs of the Chicago Bears, who is already a
Go ahead.
Let's cut to it. Let's cut to it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Listen, there's only one name that comes to mind, right? Are we hiring Lovie Smith?
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Talk to me.
That's all that. I mean, now listen, Lovie's in Arizona. The only thing that made me think that was could work remotely.
So Lovey's in Arizona game planning.
No,
all the way in Chicago, right?
Honestly, that's honestly what made me think it. Because it's like, okay, Lovie Smith's probably not going to want to come back to Chicago in the winter time.
Right.
But if I can have somebody who's outside of the building, I would love to have somebody close. But if there's just somebody outside of the building who's helping me scheme for these things, like realistically, what other name are you going to? Who's running a 4-3 defense? By the way, we've
cover two, Tampa 2.
A Tampa 2, cover 2, 42 nickel, whatever you want to do it, right? Like, I mean, it's him or, I mean, the other name that I thought of was Leslie Frazier.
No.
I mean, they both got ties to Chicago.
Why would we say they're just there to
Yeah.
help? Why would we say no? They have experience. Rod Marinelli, any of the, I mean, they all come from that tree. I mean, who's Todd Bowles? There you go. Anybody on his staff?
He's hired in, where's Todd Bowles right now?
Is he still in
He's
Tampa?
in DC somewhere.
I thought at Tampa, right?
Did he get on in Tampa?
He's still in Tampa?
No, he's still in Tampa.
He's still in Tampa.
Still in
Yeah.
Tampa. I mean, I think with this though, right? I think that with them announcing this, Flus wants to be the head coach. I mean, he just needs a little bit of help now. For my money, and any one of those guys will work. I mean, I still think at the end of the day, you come back with the same problem about not getting enough pressure up the middle, as we've religiously said. But I mean, if Lovey's gonna do the job, I think he'd welcome a return in some form or fashion. But ain't no way he coming back to Chicago in the winter.
Is that a personnel thing to not getting pressure up the middle? Like, is that a personnel?
Yeah,
thing?
you don't have a 3 technique right now.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that was the number one reason why I was like, I don't really want Lovey. Like, I would be more interested in Leslie Frazier as a senior analyst because he's worked with Tremaine Edmonds. He knows how to utilize this guy already. There's already that relationship, and Leslie Frazier is more willing to blitz. Lovey is the Tampa 2 guy, right? Like, he's gonna play back. He's gonna do the bend but don't break defense.
Don't
break.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna it's how many times did we talk about the Chicago Bears getting gouged in the middle of the field? But in the red zone, they were one of the best teams you've ever seen in your life. Like, you would get down to like the 7 and be like, you're not going to score. Kick the field goal. And you might as well stop. Go for it on 4th down. I dare you.
I look at it from the aspect of I don't think Leslie's ever head coach, right?
No, we don't need a head coach.
He was a head coach in Viking.
No, he wasn't. He never got.
Wasn't he?
No,
He's been trying to
Leslie
be a
Frazier
head
has
coach.
never head coached.
I thought he was. Well, I don't need a head
He was a
coach.
DC in the Minnesota.
But that's my point. My point is, like, because he's never head coached, like, him taking that role kind of makes sense. But if you bring in Love, you got somebody who could actually vie for the position of head coach.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so,
the enemy thing.
Like realistically, Lovey comes back to Chicago, the defense starts clicking. Everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, y'all,
vote for Lovey."
Lovey has a winning record here."
Well, I think your biggest question with that is, right, like, I don't think the Bears would ever run it back with Lovey, and I know, like, that's always been the conversation, right? Like, we did Lovey dirty. Now, here's the thing. I do think you break a curse if you bring him back in some fashion.
That's real?
We ain't had a winning season since Lovey left, really. We had one winning season since Lovey left, basically. You know what I mean? Like, I do think you break a little bit of a curse here. But to me, like, I look at the Lovie Smith situation, and I wouldn't mind him being a part of the defense as a whole. But if you want Lovey back as the head coach, you're basically saying we'll never find an offensive coordinator again, because that's the one thing that Lovie Smith has never been able to do in his career. So I would rather take my chances going and finding a guy that's going to be an offensive head coach and brings Lovie Smith along, because no matter who, Jay Cutler, Rex Grossman, Kyle Orton, no matter who the coach was, we all had the same conversation. Like, why are we doing 12-step
Oh, he
drop
wasn't?
backs?
He was right.
Yeah.
Leslie was a head coach.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Super Chat. He was right there.
and
I was
I'm
gonna say, I thought
So,
Leslie was a head coach in
Okay,
Minnesota.
I was wrong. So
Yeah, he was a head coach.
sue me.
It's not the first time.
I
What my dad said,
Oh.
hey, every time you open your mouth, you're wrong.
Hey,
Hey, Joe didn't know what to do with that. He was like, dog, like, what did I do?
Whoa, pause.
What was this?
what is
No, he
happening?
was
I
cracking
was just
jokes.
on the phone. My dad was cracking jokes. You know, my dad just joked. Like, he like me. He was like, every time he opens his mouth, he's wrong. I was like, dang, tough joke.
Jeez.
So no, I was going to say too. Remember, Lovey was a DC.
Yeah.
For the Texans as well. So I mean, he's accustomed to playing that role. I mean, he was a DC or was he a DC or was he a? He was a DC in Tampa Bay too.
Yep.
When he first came over.
I wouldn't want him because he might actually win games when we need the tank.
No.
Nah,
That's
we're
why
not-
we
they're
got
not
you.
tanking.
Dog, it's a
I was
joke.
about
Don't worry
to
about
say.
They're
It's
not
a joke.
tanking.
Don't worry about it.
They're
I got him, y'all.
We can get the best
I
of
got a
both
slice.
worlds now. We can get the best of both worlds because Carolina's 0-5.
Yeah, no. The job that Ryan Poles has done with the draft capital is actually hilarious when you really start to break it down. But I'm not ready for a draft conversation just yet. But I just thought that, here's the thing for me. I like that my head coach is having the conversation on I can't do everything, even though this is what a head coach is supposed to do, right? I'm supposed to do everything. I'm supposed to be the number one guy. Everything runs through me, but I can't do everything. I need to be able to delegate things to people. I actually like that Flus is that way because that was the one thing for me that Matt Nagy always had
Issues with.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he was like, anytime it was a good game, he was like, yes, I did call that play. That was on me. I did that right there. You saw that? Nice. And then when it was bad, he was like, hey, this guy Mitch, I don't know. He sucks. like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
I like that Flus is actually having that conversation. Shout out to Chi-Town Javier for the super chat. Leslie was a head coach in Minnesota from 2010 to 2013. I knew I wasn't tweaking.
Look at the Vontae.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, even about the Lovey combo, like, I would be okay even if he did start winning games. The mug just like, let's bring him back. I would fear the same conversation that we're having around Bill about can he resonate with his players now because he's been there for so long now. In Lovey's case, he's been out.
Yeah.
So it's like completely different locker room now. So it's like what do you do with that? How is that dynamic going to function? So those would be some of the things that I have with that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind him in that advisor role.
See if Lovey Smith is in this joint.
Lovey Smith might be in there. I don't know how old that almanac is. Lovey Smith
I
might
like-
actually be in there.
I looked at this like I wonder if Lovey's in.
I like Mike
Hey
Zimmer.
man, if he disappeared, then
Mike
talk
Zimmer,
about
Mike Zimmer is a defensive analyst. I'm not mad at
I
him.
like Mike Zimmer.
Here's the thing. I don't want him as I don't want you as a defensive coach. I think that's my thing with all of I don't want Lovey back as the leader of this defense. I don't want him back as a defensive coordinator.
Why not?
Because we don't have the personnel for that. Now, if I have Lovey in the building to go out there and find the personnel to help me draft some of these defensive players that I need, guess what? If I need somebody to help me find Tommy Harris, if I need somebody to help me find Adewale Ogunleye, I'm all in on Lovey on that. But Lovey Smith is bend but don't break, and he's going to build a defense that is bend but don't break. We don't have a defense that can be bend but don't break. We can be that in moments, but we have zero pressure that we are bringing with 4. Lovey Smith is still going to send 4. He is not somebody that blitzes heavily. So as an analyst, I would like it. I would probably like Leslie better, though, because I know Leslie's like, listen, we missing some people here. We got to sit down.
Have we had our best defense historically on one of our best defenses historically under Lovey?
Well,
Yeah, for
actually,
sure.
it was
Long-
under.
But he
Yeah,
had the
but,
pieces.
I'm looking at Ron Rivera was the DC that year.
Ron Rivera
but
was
we
the
were
DC
going
as well. Yeah.
Steve Wilkes is currently with 49ers, who put the slacking on the Cowboys.
Realistically,
They did the what?
Slack.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
took him to task.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
The woodshed.
Yeah, there you go.
The
There you go.
woodshed.
But no, seriously though, like
Hey,
I like
if
Mike.
you're going
Mike-
long term, bringing Lovey in makes sense.
Hey, I never thought I would say this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Here we go. Buckle up.
Shady McCoy was right.
Wait, about what?
Dak Prescott.
I thought,
bro.
'cause all I hear him is hating on Justin Fields.
All I'm gonna say,
Shady was right about Justin until 2 weeks
No,
ago.
Shady is a hater, bro.
Hey,
Shady's a hater.
hey,
He
Shady-
overstates a lot
hey,
of points.
Shady is definitely a hater, but he was right about Dak. Hey, that
Hey,
boy
bro,
Dak.
hey, bro, I told
bro,
you,
I ain't gonna lie.
I
tried
told
to
you,
defend him.
dog water Dak, bro.
I tried to defend him.
He's going to get you there. But the last 3 postseasons, he's the reason why they have not made that leap.
Hey, so Trey
Like
Lance gonna get a shot before we.
He's Kirk Cousins 2.0.
Nah, he worse than Kirk. I ain't
Nah.
He
I was about to say you gonna
cold.
You gonna make P Kid mad. Don't say that.
Kirk Cousins is cold. I'm sorry, you're not gonna do that.
It's the best
Hey,
mid
you like
quarterback
that?
in
You
the
like
world.
Hey. One
today.
thing
He's
you need to
yelling
know.
like
I know everybody's just yelling. Everybody,
We
let's
don't have
have
to yell,
some decorum in
fellas.
this.
The
This your fault,
distortion is
Joe.
going through.
This your fault. You're giving everybody a mic.
You know
giving
what? You're
everybody
right.
a
Let's turn
microphone.
everybody's mics off.
Start cutting mics, bro.
Let's start cutting.
Start cutting mics.
Here we go.
But no, I think the biggest thing that the Bears need to do here is find somebody who is going to scheme perfectly for the defense that you have. You can't sit here and pretend that we have Tommy Harris in the middle, or we have Jalen Carter, or we have any 3 technique whatsoever. Yes, maybe Javon Dexter or Zach Pickens will become that guy, but you have to find somebody that's going to sit there and go, okay, these are the pieces you have. This is the scheme you need to do. Sometimes the issue with Lovey was if guys were hurt when Tommy Harris started getting hurt, different things like that, was Lovey was like, this is my defense. This is how we're going to run it. You got to get there. If we keep on going, we're going to get there. You're going to get home one of these days. And all of a sudden, it just became Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs, and who was our third one? Hunter Hillenmeyer for a little while there. But who was our
Hillenmeyer was one?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Are coaches able to evolve like we allow players to?
To a degree.
Coaches. I mean, listen, John Harbaugh has had one of the best evolutions I've ever seen.
Dick LeBeau was coaching until he was 80-some years old.
That's a whole
Is it beyond us to think that Lovey could have evolved?
Possibly, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way. It's not that we're looking at Lovey to come in and be a coach. He's an analyst.
He's an
assistant.
Yeah, he's just breaking down.
He's helping. This guy here is bringing in the bend don't break defense.
Yeah.
This is the guy that brings in they need someone to help build this team that they're doing right now. So we don't know what that means. I need some help with creating the game plan. I don't know what that means. Help with the right type of plays of attacking.
The entire job description says, I need a defensive coach. But
out.
I don't want to say that you're the defensive coach, but I need one, though.
Hey, shout out Javier said,
Sean Desai.
what's Sean Desai doing? Hey, that was the worst transition ever. We really thought Sean Desai was going to be that.
Oh, for Vic Fangio? Yeah.
Now, here's the wild part.
Bears and consulting.
Based on how he said it, it sounds like Lovey. It does sound like you're going to get Lovey Smith for this. I can't think there's too many 4-3 guys just sitting out there.
You know what?
That
you actually
specialize in the
trust.
Tampa
And so,
team.
he also said somebody who's been in the NFL before.
What do you do when your stock is low and your popularity is fading?
What is
You go
get the guy
you go
that
get
everybody
somebody
loves.
everybody loves. There you
Everybody
go.
loves.
It's a
Yeah.
presidential move. That
Yeah.
man is fighting for his
Ooh,
job.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a great take. Is
That
that
man
what
is
this
fighting
all
for his
comes
job.
down
You know
to?
what? Let me blind you. Smoke screen. Here's love.
That's
That's all it is.
That's a
not
fact.
a bad take.
That's
I'm
a
not
fact.
gonna lie to
Yeah.
you. That is an elite level take right there, my kid.
Boom.
Hey man, let us know. Let us know in the comments how you guys feel in the comments below on the video after. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. 156 in here. I don't know where we at on the likes, but shout out to you guys for pulling up and showing love. Here's a hot take that I got for y'all. I want to jump into this, man, because listen, I keep hearing about this Vikings game coming up, and I keep hearing this statement that I believe is the most inaccurate statement in the world. We need somebody else to step up because the Vikings are going to take away DJ Moore. Heading into this game, I need people to understand something right now.
Oh, God.
I watched the All-22 yesterday. There is absolutely nothing the Minnesota Vikings can do to take away DJ Moore. There is zero that this team can do outside of putting 3 guys on him.
And then what is that?
There is zero that the Minnesota Vikings can do to take away DJ Moore. DJ Moore has been absolutely elite this season. He is everything that Bears fans have hoped that he is. He literally makes something out of nothing. this Vikings defense is Swiss cheese. Now, maybe you can get pressure up front. I actually like how the offensive line has been playing, but I need people to stop saying this. This has been my hot take all day when I keep hearing this. Well, the Vikings are going to take away DJ Moore. They can't. There's nothing they can do to take him away.
He has been phenomenal.
Hey, bro.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Wait, who is that?
DJ Moore has
Phenomenal.
been absolutely
Oh,
phenomenal.
Trump.
He's been able to go out there, get 34 targets, 27 receptions, 531 yards.
Hey,
531 yards, 5
Phenomenal.
touchdowns.
You
This
fired.
guy, phenomenal.
Nah, yeah, I was gonna say too. I don't know if they watched the game or didn't yesterday.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce got hurt, came back in the game, scored a touchdown. He had 10 receptions.
Yeah.
It's Travis Kelce.
And he still had 10. I mean, but like
Travis Kelce,
realistically, they've been doing that on like people have been doing that on them all season.
Yeah.
No, but
So
when
I
say
don't
Travis
even
Kelce,
get where that take from them came
I'm
from.
not going to lie to you.
chemistry.
Bro, it's DJ Moore. And this is, I know that like Bears fans are kind of scared. Now listen, it doesn't mean they can't take away Justin Fields. Right? I think that they figured out the offense. It doesn't mean that you can't slow down Justin Fields. You can't figure something out to disrupt what he's been able to do the last couple of days. But 110%, the last thing that they're going to be able to do is take away DJ Moore. And if by some stretch of the imagination they do put 3 people on him, the last game that we saw from Darnell Mooney is not indicative of who Darnell Mooney is.
Facts.
He turned around on the first ball and then didn't catch it, which should have been a touchdown. It was a good throw. Mooney just missed it. Justin overthrew him on the next one on the deep shot.
Yep.
And then DJ Moore went off for 230 yards. So listen, at the end of the day, there's some games where you go, hey, why didn't you get him the ball? Because he couldn't stop scoring.
Hey, KD's hot for 47 points. Am I going to pass it to somebody else right
No,
now?
I'm getting out the
he's
way and
getting
I'm
the rest of
passing
these
him the
shots
ball.
right now because he
Yeah.
has 47 points. That's just how that works. So I agree with you. Now, here's the thing. I'm a Kurt Cobain fan.
You definitely should just say Kirk Cousins, because if you say Kurt Cobain was a good artist. But you know what I mean?
He had a nice little run.
He had a nice
It was
run.
about like a
He had a nice
2-season run. Anyway.
Big fan of his tapes.
Big. Wait a minute now. I don't know. Where was we going with that?
All right.
What we talking about on that one?
Anyway,
I forget what I was talking about now. Pat.
you're talking about Kirk Cousins.
He's gonna light our defense up.
I'm not surprised.
I do
by that.
believe. I do believe Kirk Cousins.
Everybody's gonna let our defense up.
Not everybody.
I mean,
Yeah,
Justin,
Kirk
Kirk
Averaging
Cousins-
over
Kirk-
20, we're giving up 20, 25 points a game.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna light us
Yeah,
up.
this defense not good.
We need Justin Fields and offense to carry. They got to score 35 a week just to stay in the game.
I hope not.
But you know they're
but
not going
here-
to have Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I was just about to say he might be out.
That boy Addison is cold. I don't
He
think y'all
is.
understand.
Addison and
is cold.
Hockenson are still enough to light this defense up.
And they
that
just
is
got
something
Akers
that's
over
real.
there, so they're trying to develop this little 1-2 punch because he over
With
there.
Madison. Yeah. Yeah.
Him and Madison, yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, like, I can see that really working out. Overall, I do like the fact that hey, we are even in the conversation.
What just
of-
happened outside the door?
I was
Fam,
trying to
I don't
ignore it.
even
I didn't
know.
know what that was.
Uh,
Yeah, we getting a little too close to Halloween to be hearing random noises like that, bro. Come on now,
I do like the fact that we're having a conversation. The fact that DJ Moore can't be stopped.
bro.
Well,
That's
We didn't have
and,
that all. We
I
didn't have
mean,
it all.
but
Hey,
we knew that.
does,
But we
does
knew this
anybody
already.
disagree though? Like
No,
that's
not
the
at all.
does anybody disagree?
No.
Nah.
We've never had a number one receiver to say something like that in years. I mean, you saw some of the defense that they had on DJ Moore, and they still couldn't stop. That last touchdown that he had, I honestly thought it was about to be a pick. But Justin threw it so, like, in a
Bro, that was an
perfect
elite
place.
pass.
It was a leap pass.
That
That
man
was a-
grabbed that and was
Dwah!
gone.
We gotta
So-
get that sound bite.
We
That sound bite gotta be cold. We gotta trademark.
Anyway, what was you saying,
we
Jacob?
No. I just
we
think
do- we
that,
do
that
though.
that's something that you got to kind of feed off of. Obviously, they figured out something where you get, because in my opinion, he could have had over 300 yards in that game. Whatever that phantom call was when he was going down the.
He still
Nah, he was
sideline.
out.
He was
They
out.
finally
You found an
somebody
angle?
Yeah,
finally
they showed it.
put the angle out.
he was
Apparently,
out.
Amazon
Oh.
doesn't have enough money. They only have a website that
All right.
sells you the
Everything.
cameras that they sell for the game. Like you could have ordered cameras, they could have been there within the hour,
Okay.
and you could have set one up there. But yes, there
I
was
stand
there's an
corrected
angle
there. All
where
right.
DJ Moore does step out. I think it made it better for the storyline that he didn't, because like then it's just like, oh, Justin could have had over 300 yard light, but I'm not gonna sit here and cap on it. I saw an angle where he did step out, but I just think the biggest thing heading into this Vikings game is the fact that The one thing that, to me, that I'm worried about is protection. Because what I saw Justin Fields do against the Commanders. Now, granted, I get it. The Commanders' DBs are just as bad as the Vikings, which gives me faith. But the Vikings' off defensive line is on par with Denver's.
The Vikings,
they can't bring pressure. They have one guy in Daniil Hunter that can bring pressure. He's elite at it. You got to watch out for it.
despite the fact that it's Patrick Mahomes and they still won, the Vikings did a good job on their defense, getting key stops. And so that's the part that scares me. It's not the fact that I don't think we don't have the talent and things of that nature. It's the simple fact that we haven't had the chemistry built yet. That's the part that, like, we don't have the chemistry built yet to that. Like, the Chiefs won off of Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes and that chemistry he has with Kelsey.
And
we don't have that.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
When under on when Andy Reid took the playbook back.
That is a Matt Nagy called offense, bro. I sat there and watched that game, and I was like, Matt is calling this game because it's just like, okay, what are we doing here? End around pass, short pass,
very weird.
Kelsey.
But it's the same.
End around pass,
bro. It's the same thing though. Like they legit every time Kadarius Toney comes in the game.
Hey, bro.
It's literally, hey,
How does he still have a job?
motion. Hey, we
we
finna go snap this to Jerick McKinnon real quick. Like, bro, we know he's not getting the ball. We know that this is a deep.
Every game he got one key drop or one key pass that don't go. Like, it just goes straight through his hands. It's like, how do I get that job? I want to sign up for his job.
Toney is an interesting dude, but it's just the Vikings went up against, to me, here's the funny thing about the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs haven't looked good versus anybody but us. The Chiefs have looked good enough.
Yeah, they were stagnant against,
but they looked great against us.
Yeah.
Great.
You know what I mean? And I do agree with you, right? Like, I think that there's going to be an aspect of Sunday's game where it's like Justin Fields got to put up 35, and I'm not gonna lie to you, you kind of got to put it up quickly.
You do.
But that we could be heading towards a game where I think if the Vikings drop this one versus us, and Justin Jefferson is actually out for a length of time, they may be talking about moving Kirk.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like, we don't want you.
We kind of said that in the beginning, though. We always felt.
Yeah, I know. Everybody was doubting me on Minnesota being trash.
Was that report about Justin not wanting another quarterback being true though?
Say what?
That I don't know.
Justin,
I didn't even hear that.
It was a report that Justin Jefferson didn't want another quarterback because he liked the connection he had with Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I don't know. I was saying that I just think that they're probably doing a reset and like they're fine moving on because this is Kirk Cousins' last year of that contract, isn't it?
Yeah. And you're not going to re-sign him. He's what, 30, 38?
5.
No, he's not that old.
I think he's close to Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
What we got on that, Jay Clem? What we got on age? Right, the kid probably right. I mean, he is the resident
Kirk Cousins.
Blazer.
35, 36.
Loves him some Kirk.
Yeah.
But
and Kirk and Cars, man.
Kirk and Cars, bro. It would only get better for kid if Kirk was in Cars. Kirk don't spend no money though.
He's 35.
Yeah.
35. I wasn't even doubting kid on that one.
No, I couldn't believe. Damn, man, time is flying.
Hey, man, you really a fan, man.
Dang, that man.
Actually, I'm really a Kirk Cousins fan.
I know.
I really am.
Hey, Kirk was 25 in Washington not that long ago. That's how I feel, right?
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
He was old when he got okay.
Yeah, he was older when he got to the.
Even in chat, look at that. He's 35.
Hey,
he's 35,
Kirk
bro.
is old, bro. Kirk is on the way, and
he's not even old though.
He's not slowing down. They just don't want him around for much longer.
Russ is almost 35.
He was never athletic.
But I'm saying 35 is for an athlete. It's kind of like you're at the lower tier of your
Not for a QB.
Outside of
Tom Brady is an outlier. Yeah.
Listen, it gets persistent. Russ has not been a good.
Brady.
Brady went to 45.
I mean, Rodgers.
Rodgers is 38.
38.
39.
He'll be 39. He'll be 40 when he come back from his injury.
But he was MVP.
Hey, I'm calling cap on him coming back this season.
Those are two people.
He in a shoe already, but I don't know.
Bro, he's like dead set on this, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I hope he does. I like to see Muggs defy the odds. You come back from an Achilles injury that fast.
He went to Germany.
He's gonna be sitting there.
You elite.
He's gonna be sitting there.
Achilles put in him. You got that Lonzo Ball.
He's not running anywhere though.
Put Tony's Achilles in my foot. Hey man,
Wow.
y'all know Lonzo got the dead dude knee.
But stop it, bro. Come on, let's roll.
Where is
He's
this
not lying,
going?
though.
I'm not lying.
They took a cadaver.
They took a cadaver's
What's their
knee cartilage and put it in Lonzo's knee.
Well, that's what a lot of
How does that
everything is
benefit him?
cadaver. That's what HGH
He
is.
can walk again. That's all. That's really all it's for.
He can walk.
He
without
talking
a-
about I'm gonna play again. It'll be. I love it. I hope you do. I hope you have a long career. The surgery is just so that you can walk up and down stairs with your kids.
But that's what HGH is. HGH is human growth hormone. They take it out of a cadaver.
No.
I understand
They
it.
took
I get
a
it. He
dead
took
dude's
his old ligament. I get
Yeah.
that. But my point is that a lot
Y'all
of
ain't using these no more.
yeah. The point is that they're taking.
You want anything else off of them while we got them open? You
You about to go somewhere we don't want to go.
That's crazy.
You said HGH is what? What, Jay?
It's basically they take that,
literally human growth hormone.
but they take it from a cadaver, from a dead
Yeah.
person, and that's how they manipulate all that stuff.
Can you get
anyways.
money for taking it from? Never mind. Don't worry about it. Hey man, we're trying to upgrade the
What you
show.
doing with that cold that ice tub over there with all that ice? in it? Pat?
This is going off the rails.
What's that
Wait,
tub
what are
doing
we
on
talking
the,
about right now?
What's that tub doing in the back of the
Where's,
studio there, Pat? No, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page.
He's
Man,
gonna
we
start
do this
closing the
every
curtains.
Monday through Friday. Let me ask y'all this though, realistically, as we head into this Vikings game, we do have a serious issue with the running back room. They're all dead.
Dang, Pat.
They're all cadavers for Lonzo. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Khalil Herbert down with an ankle injury. Roschan Johnson maybe will be able to find his way back with a 10-day window here. But concussion protocol, that's independent arbiter and all of that. That you never know when they're going to approve you to be back on the field. So hopefully he's able to come back. And also Travis Homer went down on the first punt of the game. You're reactivating Deontay Foreman and you signed Darrington Evans. Is the running back room going to be an issue, or are y'all thinking like me where it's like, yeah, they running backs, they do this?
It's gonna be an issue.
Well,
Well,
didn't they have Deontay Foreman as the second string behind Khalil before they got Roschan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, you kind of lean on him for this one game, and you hope that everybody else gets healthy, or that Roschan somehow can get past the concussion issue and see what happens.
Hold on a second. Last time that I checked, looking at the stats here, Deontay had 914 rushing yards last year.
Bro, I was about to say, this is the most running backs don't matter conversation you'll ever have. Our fourth string running back was 1,000-yard back last year.
Wow.
Our fourth string running back. He wasn't even active. I asked Jason McKee on today's episode of Chicago Bears podcast, why didn't we have him active? Is there a reason? At this point, here's my thing. Have 4 running backs active, because what the heck is Velus Jones doing? He's the kick returner. They kicking it over his head every time. I haven't seen it. I saw one kick return last night in the Dallas game. It's the first one I've seen all year. I have not seen somebody return it. He's not returning punts, just kicks. What's he on the roster for? I would have rather had Deontay Foreman active for that moment. But, I mean, you don't expect to lose 3 running backs.
That's why he's on the roster.
You know why?
In a day.
You don't want to lose another running back when you have a test dummy, a crash dummy. You can do it with.
I had another.
Well, they didn't even put him in. They just let Kari Blasingame start running it.
I had another opinion on why he's on the roster, because Poles doesn't want to admit that he missed on that.
Oh no, I think,
Just like Braxton Jones.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That is Richard Hightower. That is a 110. He loves Velus. I think Ryan Poles would have cut bait with Velus by now with how we've seen it.
Yeah.
Richard Hightower literally is beating the table saying he's got to be on my team. That's Richard Hightower. Listen, he ain't fumbled none because he hasn't touched the ball once.
He did fumble. Fumbled in preseason.
The one where
That
yeah,
matters.
that's preseason. When it
Preseason
bounced
counts,
first,
baby. I don't care what nobody
Yeah,
says.
he's got fumbleitis. He's got
Preseason
fumbleitis. Like it's mental though. It's fumbleitis is hard to overcome that.
Yeah.
And like now every time he gets the ball, it's everything counts. Like he has to be perfect, so he's inside his own head.
Listen, he don't
That's his
get the
fault.
ball. That was my whole point of
Yeah.
him not being on the team right now or not being active, right? Because Deontay Foreman's inactive every week. And realistically, J-Mac has kind of talked about it as well. He's on the sidelines doing it for ESPN, so he gets to see this guy all the time. He said he's been very disconnected because he's inactive. He's on the sidelines, but the Bears put up 40 points. He's sitting on the bench. He's just watching the game. Like the team is excited. Everybody's excited. Yeah, man, I ain't playing. So you've created kind of that disconnect. That's my only concern with that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not concerned about the running back room because we're literally handing the football off to a 1,000-yard back. And Darrington Evans was on this team last year. He knows the system already. Yep. He's going to be able to adjust in fine. The biggest question is this offensive line going to be able to remain healthy and run block? If they're able to do that, guess what? We put Kari Blasingame back there last week. He's a fullback. He ain't carried a football that much since high school.
Yeah, but the fact is that having Dante Foreman that's a good look. And to have,
It is now. You hope you don't get to it, but it is now.
Yeah,
well, no, I mean, I think they didn't expect to get Roschan in the draft. So they signed him.
That is true.
They didn't expect to get Roschan.
They did not expect to get Roschan. They was like, y'all let this dude fall.
Right. And now Roschan is, ascending because last time I was checking that you're talking about 7.6 and 6-point yard carry.
Average
carries for like Roschan and even Khalil. He had a 7.6 this past game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when Roschan, whenever he finally when he breaks through, he's averaging over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
So Dante, I mean, if anything, if the line is better and improved, then we should be really good to go with having Dante. We probably don't miss a beat in a sense, but we still need Fields and we got to focus on winning these games.
Yeah.
Like they can't take their foot off the gas.
We need to put our money in savings bond.
Yes. I want 10% interest on my stuff. I want these dudes to sit there and learn how to win a game and stop doing this play not to lose at the second half of the games.
Yeah.
I think
that we saw that last week. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, because we dropped the video on it yesterday, but I'm gonna just add to it. Deontay Foreman, like you said, he's gonna be 1,000-yard rusher. So yeah, I'll be able to lean on him for a game. But it's kind of along the lines of what I said yesterday, right? You lean on him for a game, so it'll probably be him and so it'll probably be Deontay Foreman and Blasingame. But once Roschan gets back, I mean the thing that we talked about that we all love. Yes, Khalil Herbert can run the rock, but the major problem that he's had is the run blocking. So if he's able to come in with these next 3 weeks, I mean the pass blocking. Yeah. If Roschan's able to come back and Herbert's out for these next 3 weeks or so, you're talking about going up against Max Crosby when he comes back, possibly a Danielle Hunter or a Joey Bosa or Khalil Mack. Yeah. If he shows out in those games plus runs the ball, that's his job to lose at that point.
Well, I think the biggest thing, the reason Khalil has worked is because the Bears have changed their scheme.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like it works a lot better when you put tight ends in a position to help block with your running backs and your, like in your offensive line versus putting a team together that is, we have no hope. Our running back has to be the last line of defense or he gets run over. Like to me, I love the fact that Kari's back there. Black. I love the fact. I love that Kari's black, man. It's just black than a mug up in that football locker room, bro. Because I'm black, y'all. Cordero Patterson. Yeah, it's only a Dick. I think they finally retired Dick Stockton, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I ain't heard him one time.
I ain't heard Dick Stockton all year, bro. I think Dick Stockton finally retired, bro. They was like, hey, bro, you mixing up too many black.
Too many people.
Hey, Greg was having a tough day yesterday.
Hey, Greg be having a tough day too. I'm surprised Tony's still doing it, bro. Tony be kind of
some of these people ain't got nothing to do.
Tony, yeah.
Well, Tony was like a novelty in the beginning. Remember Tony Romo took over and he was this like novelty guy.
I think Tony needed to be
and
an
then
OC,
the further he got removed from modern day offenses, it was just like
now he can't.
All right, now that you can't predict the plays, can you like dissect what we're seeing on the field here?
I'm trying to remember. Did anyone see Dante Foreman last year? What type of runner was he? Is he kind of like a grinder? He's a
through, bro. He's 6'3" or 6'2", something like that.
Really?
Bro, he's huge, bro.
Yeah,
he is. Oh, he's 6'1", 236.
6'1", 236. Bro, he's huge.
Nah,
he is a massive running back, and so like he's a between the tackles runner. He's an aggressive runner, ground and pound guy. So if you get him in open space, he can break away. But he's a beast. Like that's why I was the entire time I get it, right? Like you got Travis Homer, he's a special teams guy. You've got Roschan Johnson, who's been a four-phase special teams guy in college. And
shout out to the chat. I see y'all.
You kind of want to have guys who are versatile. Deontay Foreman is just a running back.
Yeah,
but he's a monster running back.
Right, I hope he can just pick up the pass blocking because it's so evident. The funniest thing was I saw you cracking about Khalil Herbert. It was like, oh, Justin, it's like Toro.
It's horrible.
Being able to pass block.
Yeah, it's horrible. He's a terrible pass blocker. But I'll tell you this: the thing that makes me sad about Khalil Herbert, and it's the conversation the kid kind of brought up, was if Roschan does get this chance, Khalil Herbert ran well. That doesn't mean you can't lose your job. That's the running back conversation right now. Khalil Herbert was a very, very good, aggressive runner. I love what I saw from Khalil Herbert. He surprised me in week 4 and 5. Yeah. He really did. Like, I was like, you're not going to have a job by week 5 because of how I saw him run. When they changed the scheme and the blocking scheme and started adjusting to what these guys wanted to do, and you saw him, I was like, he run like David Montgomery, but with better speed.
Well, I mean,
like 100%, I want this guy on my team. Even though y'all seen Monty, did Monty get faster?
Monty
got faster, bro.
Monty out playing with
Monty
revenge.
is around a better offensive line and scheme.
No. Monty.
I agree with that.
I'm talking about Monty in open space.
But
Monty in open space used to get caught from behind every time.
He was special between the tackles. You couldn't bring him down, but if you got a really good offensive line and you're always. He was getting all those 2-3 yard touchdowns. Like he's a monster in the red zone. No, he's on a better team.
I guess that's true. Maybe we just didn't see Monty in space that often.
We need you to do what you're doing from the 50 and get all the way down there.
Maybe we just never saw Monty in space.
Yeah, he's tired.
But
he's
exhausted.
This is what football is, though. It's always next man up. So realistically, if they didn't expect to get Roschan, now they got Roschan, and it kind of unfolds this way. Does it suck? Yeah, but at the end of the day, now that's trade pieces for next year, realistically, because Khalil Herbert is his third year?
This is his third year.
His third year, so now he's still a valuable trade piece. He's still a productive back, but realistically, we have too many good backs at this point.
They look at mileage on running backs. Like they don't trade him. He's good.
What you need.
No,
but
if you let's just say Roschan works out.
No.
The Browns lost their starting running back, and they just was like, Kareem Hunt, you dead? No, come on back. We still like you over here somewhat. Yeah. Don't kick nobody, but come back.
Wow.
So no kicking. Wow. No kicking. Come back.
Be nice.
Hey, be nice. I was gonna say the only time that you realistically trade him is when you see a Cam Akers situation with LA.
Or Christian McCaffrey.
By the way, 15 straight games with a tug. Hey, he was like,
it's certain dudes that's special, man.
He tied with Emmitt Smith right now.
Let me reintroduce myself.
Yeah, it's certain dudes that are special. I give him that. He's special. Yeah. Nah, I look, I'm not paying. But he's special. You know what I mean?
Wow. You can still not pay him the 14 touchdowns.
I'm not paying.
No, you gotta pay that.
If you don't,
Pat and I always had that argument. It's like I don't agree with just paying and setting the market for technically all the running backs, but a special talent. Yeah. The Saquon, a CMC.
It's Saquon and CMC right now. And probably Bijan.
My boy Bijan. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
How's Bijan looking?
Hey,
you didn't see?
Hey, the catch yesterday? Bro. Hey, Desmond Ridder. Hey, me and Pat was talking about it. Desmond Ritter's Mitch. Bro, Desmond Ritter
is Mitch with a Bijan.
Threw it, and Bijan was legit behind the back. Let me grab this one hand and ran it into the end zone.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
He different, bro.
How you throw it?
He different.
So it was a pitch. I'll show you the play. It was a pitch.
He literally missed it.
And he didn't miss it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Bijan just overran it, but he pitched it to him. But he pitched it behind him, and he caught it with one hand. And
I mean, cry
special. It's pretty good.
I want to be Joe.
Hey, you know what, Joe? You know what,
Joe? Joe, I share your pain.
You know what, Joe? When we build the rest of the team, we can go get Bijan. You know what happens when you draft your running back before you draft your offensive line?
What, Pat?
They're dead.
They die.
Hey, how's New York look?
Boom!
I know. This is smart move. It's the
You see him in
smart-
the mall, you boom.
It's the smart discipline move.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
with Paul. I get it.
Listen. You got to build up your offensive line first, because I tell you what, they lost Andrew Thomas, and that mess is over.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. As an Andrew Thomas fan, he was making Evan Neal look really good.
Yeah.
Man, Evan Neal is
Because they ain't retired. What's his name?
This
man got multiple
one-handed
one-handed catch plays. Here you go. This the angle right here. But anyway, let's finish it off with this.
Dog, that's a cold angle.
That's a crazy angle.
How the heck did they get that?
It's the NFL, bro. They got money. So it's a multi-billion-dollar organization, bro.
How did they get that?
Yo,
Money.
Hey, no, seriously, like this cinematic above this
Money.
Jesus.
It's called money. they have a lot of it. A lot of billionaires.
Okay,
involved in it. That's crazy.
A lot of friends.
let me
half
ask
the
y'all
shows
this.
they produce is off reach.
And I want y'all to drop this in comments below as well, man, because I think that this is probably one of the most controversial topics that we're gonna have on here today. Because there are some teams that are bad, and there are some teams that are bad, and I'm like, okay, you bad right now, but I kind of feel like you might be able to turn this thing around. So I want to get everybody's thoughts, and there's a lot of us in here. So maybe we all just give our one that we think is terrible and our one that we think can actually turn it around and go around the room, because hey, it's a lot of bad football still being played out there.
It's a lot of bad football.
It's a lot of bad football still being played out there, man.
Start with the super producer Joe Holt.
Oh, we're going straight to Joe. I knew he was going to throw it to Joe. I knew it.
No. We throw it back to
No,
kid. There you go.
He got to pull up.
Here we go.
He got to pull up the team.
Oh, don't worry. I got my team. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? I got
What's
my
your team that's terrible?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is terrible and can't turn it around.
They can't turn it around.
They can't turn around?
Cannot turn it around.
Okay.
Reason why, unless they're gonna just magically another front line is gonna magically appear.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is going for another 50 sack season. He's averaged 44 sacks since he's gotten to the league. That's a lot.
Joe Burrow might be heading towards Andrew Luck territory.
He might be going to forced retirement, G.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He's getting hit a lot.
My second one, and I gotta say this.
The one that you think can come back?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, we just picking one.
Just pick one. Just pick one, because we got to. There's more people here than I expect.
The Bears.
A lot of people.
The Bears.
Really?
The Bears.
You going with the Bears on
going
that?
with the Bears. Bears has been trash, but I think we can bounce back.
1-4 record.
I think we're 1-4. I think we can absolutely end the season 9-8.
That's a bounce back. 1-4, we in the season 9-8. That's a heck of a
9-8.
bounce back. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think we do that.
Ringo, what's your thoughts? Who you got?
My team that looks bad.
Your team.
It is your team. I mean,
we're both. Hey, bro.
We'll go to your team.
Hint.
No funny stuff. So yesterday me and Pat calling the Bulls game. I kid you not. Boggy sends in a tweet and he's like, "Hey, Ringo, y'all doing good, bro."
They got their first touchdown in the first half of the season.
Nah, listen. The Bulls game went on commercial, bro. I look down. Tyreek Hill is just streaking. Like right in the breadbasket.
Oh my God.
Boom.
Hey.
Just took off. I'm
It
like,
was over.
bro, we have no.
Bro, it was like 10-17.
Bro,
We're
getting.
31-16.
No,
Dang.
legit. I think we're getting outscored like 85-7 in the first quarter. But my team that honestly looks bad for real. I'm going with the Steelers, bro. Like yesterday's game was a 10-8 game. They literally the games that they played, the games that they won are literally like we're going to pray that Kenny Pickett finds George Pickens for at least one touchdown.
Yeah.
TJ Watt, take care of it.
I just gotta add this. The team you should have picked.
Your team.
Your team.
And
you went with the team that has a winning record.
I'm already depressed. You're not going to depress me more if I keep talking like.
So are the Giants gonna bounce back?
Come on now.
You trying to press it, man. Let's have this one team.
I'm realistic.
Let's get through the picks so we can also
Now-
address the chat too. Go ahead.
Now the team that I think is off to a rough start that could possibly come back.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm gonna go with Cincinnati, though. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati because we've seen this.
I can respect that.
I have seen this. I've seen Joe Burrow be able to overcome
Yeah,
this.
let's go to Jordan. Let's go to Jordan.
Okay, so the team that I actually think is trash and is going to remain trash, I'm going to give the obvious one. I think the Carolina Panthers, hopefully for our
Thank God.
city.
Y'all need
Thank
them.
God.
Hey,
I was gonna
hey,
say that's some more
Carol-
y'all need them
Thank
to
God.
pick.
The Carolina Panthers, because one thing, their head coach Frank Reich is very oblivious. He keeps thinking that this is not a rebuilding year, even though they got a retooled staff, they got a retooled team, they have a rookie quarterback, and he still thinks that we can turn this around. And so
Yeah.
I think they're going to remain trash. The team that I think that's bad now and that is going to get better, I'm not going to give the Bears. I'm going to say the I was about to say the Broncos.
The disrespect.
No.
he said.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Same team. All right. What you got, Cal? You ain't said much today.
So this is what I'm
give you
saying.
that.
This is what I'm saying. So I honestly think, and I hate that I don't want to sound like I'm mimicking Jordan over there, but I think Carolina is in the worst position. They're going to be the last place team in this league. And you look at the fact that, they might have possibly drafted the wrong quarterback.
Might have.
I need a home
Hey, hey,
Might have.
that trade looks better every single day. I
And
swear.
we got your
that
your
trade looks
receiver.
better every single day. What team you think is going to be able to turn it around?
So for me, I was looking at like
Oh, Calvin can't say.
oh,
it.
my,
Look,
I'm
this-
sorry.
He said, "I
I'm a new
forgot
guy.
you was here."
Hey,
You
bro.
guys gets last figures, but no, listen, man. I don't want to sound like a homer, man, but look, if you look at our schedule, right, we about to come off this mini bye, and we about to play a team that might not have the best offensive player that's not a quarterback in Justin Jefferson. Then, if you look at our division later on down the line, we actually going to play against another team in our division, and we're going to come off another mini bye when we play Minnesota. So I feel like with everything kind of like tying together, the team is slowly kind of gelling together. They working behind the scenes to get better, and Justin Fields is going to start doing his thing. Man, I think we possibly could sneak into the wild card.
This is how you get to be a fan favorite on the
Hey,
Breeze.
hey.
You just sit here and kiss up to the Bears all the time. You see, that's why they hate me. They're
Hey,
gonna
first
love you
off,
more.
hey, you said the Bears too. First
I
off,
mean,
178 in here.
reluctantly.
Hit that like button. We got 50 likes on this video. Hit the like button. Stop
I
playing.
was
I
going to
was gonna say
say
Minnesota.
Who you got? Who
So-
you got?
when we were doing our predictions, I actually, in terms of what was the disappointment, was really the Broncos. Like I thought they would maybe make it a wild card team, at least get to the 7th spot.
They got so much talent.
Even Cleveland, because Cleveland, I had them kind of. I thought they would be better as well. But when you asked that question, and we were talking about this the other day, it's not even being a homer, but like Calvin said, it's like you look at the schedule, and if the Bears are doing what they're doing, they could actually make the wild card.
Yeah.
So but based off the schedule, it's just the strength of schedule. It's based off them getting better in terms of if they can figure out Justin Fields' game, we should be good.
I mean, who
Also,
scares you? Who scares you
Nobody
on that
does.
schedule?
Coach
Honestly.
Coach T put
Detroit.
in, and he put in the Patriots. I saw we got the Jets with slick sophistication. We have the Jets. Well, that's injury. That's not fair.
Yeah.
I mean, they do suck, but
they
it is
suck only
injury,
because of
yeah.
injury. Like they were,
They won yesterday, though.
Yeah, they're winning. Like they're making.
Hey, and the first storyline was,
Ooh.
can Zach Wilson get them to the playoffs? I'm like,
Hey.
y'all shut up.
Hey, real quick, I just
I
thought
can't-
about
I
this.
can't
Keep
get mine.
mine. I think
I-
Aaron Rodgers-
Hey,
Pat,
I-
Pat, come on, P.
I'm the host of the show. Can't get mine. That's crazy.
Let me add this last one.
Go ahead, what you say?
R. Hunt had Lions and Bills, and so I don't. Maybe he's thinking they win, but the Bills is actually kind of you expected them to kind of win their division, or because
The Bills
I'm
are-
sorry, the Jets were supposed to win.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I said
yeah.
the Bills to face us.
they got an AFC. No, I'm saying in
No.
general, just a
Oh, gotcha,
disappointment
gotcha.
versus who you think can turn around.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
back to Pat.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I'm gonna go with somebody that's got a winning record. Like I think Ringo did too, right? Steelers got a winning record, right? I'm gonna go with somebody that's got a winning record. The Dallas Cowboys are not a good football team.
Thank you.
The Dallas
Thank
Cowboys
you.
are not a good football team. The Dallas Cowboys are one player on each side of the ball, and when you take that player away, they are trash. They took away.
Perfect timing.
Bro,
Time.
Yo.
they took away Micah Parsons yesterday. And that defense died. And guess what? The last game where the Dallas ended up losing, guess who got took away? Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
And that defense, now granted, it's very hard to slow down somebody like Michael Parsons. I'm not sitting here telling you that he's not an elite player. He can't go out there and you could double team him and it's not going to matter. But we're talking about teams that you're expecting to show up when the spotlight is on. The Dallas Cowboys are not a good football team. Now listen, are they going to win? They probably win 9 games this year, right?
They're going to
have a
win
winning
11.
record.
You want to know why?
No, they're going to win. They're going to win 11.
You want to know why? Because they're in a division with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not because I think that they're elite. It's
Look at all
because
these shots,
I get to play
man.
the Giants 2 times a year. I get to play. Who else is in that division?
In the
Like,
division is
it's-
Giants, Washington.
Washington 2
well,
times
well,
a
Washington
year.
is kind of cool.
No,
Yeah.
wow. Not
Washington.
it depends on what team you get.
Washington's offensive line can't stop Michael Parsons.
That's true.
So you're back in the game in that way. And I ain't gonna lie to you. On the flip side of the ball, Dak looked like by the second quarter he didn't want to play no more. That second interception just looked like I'm done. He just threw it like, ugh. It looked like Rex Grossman. I thought they had Rex out there, bro.
But
Like, how much credit do you actually give them playing the best team in football? Like the 49ers are the best team in football.
Across the board, yes, they are.
I do agree with that.
I agree.
They're the
hold
best
on,
team in
hold
football.
on,
So it's
hold on.
not like they didn't play.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, what are you saying?
Here, there.
I'm
No.
gonna tell you.
He's gonna keep saying that.
Let me say this. Here are their wins this year, right? And if we're gonna do this with the Bears, I do this with the whole NFL because everybody be going at the Bears the same way. They beat the Giants.
Good job.
They beat the Jets in week 2.
Good job.
And they lost to the Cardinals 28-16.
That's bad.
That's bad.
And then they beat the Patriots. The Patriots are one of the teams that we think it's over with. They're talking about possibly calling Bill Belichick up there and being like, hey, Bill, you can't GM no more, bro, because you're making some bad decisions out here.
I mean,
Like the wins are versus teams that even if the Bears beat them, guess what people would say? Well, of course you beat them. It's the Patriots. You're supposed to beat them.
nah, I wouldn't say that.
We wouldn't say that. Listen, we're not saying that when we beat the Commanders. We're not saying that if we had beat Denver. Guess what? We wouldn't say that if we beat Minnesota. But with this team that has all this money poured into it, already has their franchise quarterback supposedly, already has their stud players on defense, Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons, right? You're supposed to have all these names, all these guys. I shouldn't be talking about you losing 28-16 and not showing up in the
But
game.
I've seen Tom Brady lose to Mark Sanchez.
No, but see, this is the problem though. This is the problem
When it
though.
matters.
Actually,
The Jets was
Yeah.
a
No,
real
no,
team.
no, no. This is
So
the
I'm
problem.
saying it's like it happens. Let's see how
Yeah,
it play
Tom
out because they
usually
do have. There are points to have a good
Hey,
season.
Kid.
listen. Let me ask you this, kid.
Hold on, I gotta see what he said.
Nah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
What
Nah,
did he say?
this is the problem though. You talked yourself up. Now, normally they do talk themselves up, but especially this year because you had 2,000-yard receivers. It's not like Brandon Cooks can't play. By the way, Tony Pollard was supposed to be that guy, and you said, oh yeah, when we line up on the defensive side of football, nobody can touch us. You had Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
Who's a Hall of Famer on the other side? That's a bona fide Hall of Famer with 2 rings on the other side.
Hold on, but fellas.
So,
But fellas,
I think what we're seeing here is
Puffy
coaching.
coat.
They have elite talent.
you
Both
got hit in
teams-
the mouth.
Did you see how the 49ers, but they have exceptional coaching.
Yeah.
And that, Shanahan has a great scheme, but they also have they all have talent.
Hey,
all
listen.
of them have almost equal.
You might be right.
Yeah.
You might be 100% right. That does not change the fact that they're bad,
But if we play
and they're
this
not
game-
going to be.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Let's do this exercise real quick.
If you play, but wait, if you
Are
play
they going to
game
beat the
way-
Chargers?
Yes.
Who
The Cowboys. They're going to beat
Yes,
the Chargers.
they're gonna beat
I
the
guess
Chargers.
so.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Toss up. They're going to beat the Rams.
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
We just said
I
yeah.
don't check
I don't
for the
know.
Cowboys,
They're going to beat
so
the
I don't care.
Eagles.
No.
No.
We said they're going to beat the Seahawks.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Seahawks are nice.
Seahawks is nice.
No.
They got the
Beat the
Eagles
Seahawks.
again. They're
No.
going to beat the Bills.
No.
No.
They're going to beat the Dolphins.
No.
No.
They're going to beat the Lions.
Because
Shut
by
up,
that
Coach T.
time,
I
Jalen
know,
Ramsey
bro.
was
Hey,
the guy too.
listen. We already up to 9 losses.
Okay,
That's an 8-9 season. Now,
what's-
granted, they might make the playoffs.
Wait,
What's the rest of the season?
That's it. We almost.
but what's
we
the
getting
old
close.
saying that if you keep, you hit
The other
hit-
ones you said they would be Commanders, all them, so they played them twice.
But what's the saying, like you keep doing the same thing and expecting
Insanity.
all this insanity?
Yeah.
Right? This is the same coach last year for
Mike
Dallas.
McCarthy. Yeah.
Like it's the same.
The same dude that had Ezekiel Elliott line up at the center
It's
position.
the same. Like why would they? He didn't learn it.
Well,
It's-
no, they fired that dude actually. But yeah.
Right, but the point is like it's the same folks that's running this team. So I mean the same GM or owner is still kind of meddling. It's like it's not getting. They're kind of at the peak of what they're going to be.
Yeah.
Can I ask this question though? If we're gonna play the game of who they played, the 49ers really ain't played nobody. Who they play? Don't worry, I got it for you.
5-0.
Cardinals.
Let's see.
Giants, Cowboys,
Okay, but even then,
Steelers.
okay.
Hold
Okay.
on. That's 3, right? They
I'll-
5-0.
I'll-
That's
I'll-
the Rams.
I'll let you
And the Rams.
So what that means is they've won the games they're supposed to win.
Exactly.
No, but
Hold
no,
on,
but
wait.
Dallas lost to the Cardinals,
Dallas lost to Cardinals, and then they lost to who?
Hold on.
and they just lost to San Fran.
So they lost to the 49. They lost to the best
But
team in
hold
football.
on, though.
They're
Hold on.
supposed to win though.
This
Everybody's touting the
Everybody's gonna drop
Cowboys.
one game.
No,
Everybody's gonna drop
no.
one
They didn't drop a game. They got
They
beat.
didn't show
down.
up for the game.
This
49ers is the best team in football.
no, but
They
you
didn't
gotta
show
make
up
it
for the Cardinals
competitive.
game either, and the Cardinals ain't.
stop. I need.
All I'm saying
Hey,
is-
listen. You want to know what the difference is realistically? This is the difference. The 49ers beat the Steelers 30-7. They beat the Rams 30-23. Rams actually get a decent team. I like the Rams. I think they got, and now they got Cooper Kupp back. They beat the Giants 30-12. They beat the Cardinals 35-16. They beat the Cowboys 42-10. No one's competed.
For the record,
That's how it's supposed to be when you have the Micah Parsons, the Stephon Gilmores, the Trayvon Diggs. Like, we're talking about Dallas, like Dallas isn't also supposed to have those same dogs on both sides of the football.
Dallas got them same dogs. The difference is that they're the flashy team. They're the flashy team. They're a Ferrari.
Hey,
They're the
ones
they're the
ones that got all the
Bugatti.
gold on, but when you show up with the diamond test, that mug don't do nothing.
You feel me? You feel me? It's not really doing that.
How much this cost? Oh, this a cool 14,000 on the neck alone.
But
They
it's the bar-
don't. The Niners never take their foot off the gas. Case in point. At the beginning of the game, Tony Pollard's running the ball. The first thing Fred Warner went out and did. Oh, he's running the ball. Watch this. Smacked him. He fumbled the ball.
Hey, yo, yeah, he really did. He really did just
They're
smack him.
not gonna play with them.
You see Coach T.
Yeah, I seen the comment.
That's what we looking for, my G.
Hey,
Tell him to pass that
we trying to get that money like that. Yeah, I mean that money. I don't know. Y'all two might get some, but no, we trying to not play. Hey, y'all get that Monday money. You know, I ain't seen you no other day but Monday. You get
Man,
that
I'm
Monday.
trying to work
money.
myself in, man.
The team. I will say this: the team that I think that is off to a ridiculously bad start that I do think is poised to turn it around.
Vikings.
Definitely not them. I told you. I didn't even mention the Vikings in this
Where's my drum roll?
because the Vikings are. Oh, you don't need no drum roll for it. It's not that serious. Like, I'm saying the same team. I think it's the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
I had kind of that same thought process. I don't know. You know what? Are the Chiefs bad?
Hold on.
What we
They're
say the
average.
Chiefs are bad?
They're
Would
good.
say they're bad. I mean,
Hey,
they got
wait,
Pat
time
Mahomes,
out,
so I
time
don't think
out.
they will ever
The
be bad.
Chiefs aren't at the level that we thought that they were, but
I mean, they've been divesting of assets for the last 2
Well, I mean,
years.
I was gonna
Still
say,
winning.
outside of Travis Kelce, who are you relying on
Bro,
in
this
that on
receiver
that core?
hey,
Trash.
yeah. You know what the Chiefs are? The Chiefs got cocky.
Yeah.
The Chiefs got cocky to me.
Yeah.
The Chiefs said, we did it with Juju. What's the difference in Kadarius Toney? Juju catch the football.
I think it's also like the system that they run, right? Plug and play. Can you fit this system? Because they basically let what's my man
Dang.
down there in Miami?
Juju got 124 yards yesterday.
Juju Smith,
Didn't
Hold
he get
up.
hurt though?
Oh, is this? Hold on.
Juju Schuster.
Oh, this got to be old.
Oh,
That's got to be old.
At, dog.
Hey, I was tweaking. I'm like, oh, that's a 2022, dog. My bad. Hold on. Let me get on there. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even know he still played for this
Hey,
team.
help him out. That's why you gotta be stat guy. This man put up a whole different year.
I did. I'm not gonna stunt with you. Nah, but I think the Chiefs is the team for me. Or not the Chiefs, the Bengals is the team for me. Just because Joe Burrow is used to this. Now, I don't think it's good for him, but I do still expect him to turn things around. It's getting ugly, though.
Hold on, wait. Because I think we all missed this one point. What if Joe Burrow and Jimmy Butler is doing the same thing? Y'all talk about how bad our offensive line is.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about how bad our team is. We still finna make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
You know
Low
the
key.
difference
We
is
still finna make the ALT championship.
Jimmy
swear.
Butler don't get hit. 40.
Hey, that is true.
Jimmy Butler
That
don't
is
get
true.
hit.
It's a big
but
difference.
still.
Like Joe Burrow's
Hey.
on his back. Pause.
Whoa.
Like,
Whoa. Hey, I think that's a show, y'all. Hey, appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with us.
You could have just said got sacked.
We got
That's on
Monday
you.
Night Football
That's on
on.
you.
We
That's
gonna
on you.
we gonna
You-
tune in
nah,
with that a little
that's
bit,
on
man.
you. That's on
Appreciate
you.
you guys showing love as always. Hit that
So
like button,
many different
subscribe to the
directions.
page.
Pause, baby.
Shout out to the producer table in the back, man.
I said pause.
They doing a lot. They doing a lot of work.
So many
Hey,
different
They're
directions.
doing a lot of work
bro.
back there. We got over here Ringo J, of course, Stefan Adon, Jay Clem, super producer Joe Holt, by the way. Yeah, Calvin. I like that it's just, no, I kind of like just Calvin because everybody else got this nickname. Calvin. We got Jay Clem, Ringo, pettiest man alive, Pat the designer, super producer, Calvin. Shout out Calvin. And then of course, pettiest man alive,
At
Mr.
least he
Kid.
names you your actual name. People call me the pettiest man alive, and they don't even know me.
They don't
I
know
was
it's
at
real
KFC,
life.
What are you?
he was like,
You,
oh, you petty. I was like,
Hey, they call
You?
him Ringo side or Pat's sidekick the other day.
bro.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm past. I don't even get called my regular name.
that's sad.
What is your regular name?
Stop. I literally go by Ringo.
Steph, you gotta just run the fade on that.
Hey,
I literally go by Ringo. I literally go by Ringo.
hey, bro, he really is just Ringo, bro.
I'm
Swear, he
just
Ringo.
Ringo.
Hey, just own it, man. You one of the Beatles.
Hey, appreciate you guys for showing love, man. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. We'll see y'all on tomorrow. Breaking down more Bears talk, maybe some Bulls talk in there, and looking around the leagues, man. Peace.